everyone and welcome back to my channel Mr. B. I'm Konstantin and today, as promised, we're going to make an in-depth review of my latest purchase, the Breitling Avenger II Chronograph. Okay guys, let's go! Alright guys, let's start as usual with the technical specifications. The Breitling Avenger II Chrono does have a diameter of 43 mm. The height of the watch is about 16.5 mm. Lug width is about 22 mm. And inside of the watch you will find a Breitling 13 caliber, which is a Avenger 7750 movement. The water resistance of the Avenger Chrono is 300 meters. 1 week was the Breitling Avenger Chrono now on my wrist, and I have to say it looks good, it feels good, and it was actually as well pretty good. I do like the weight of it. It's a nice made and defined watch. You do have, of course, overall Breitling history in there. The applied high polished indices work very well together with the sunburst subdials and the high polished hands. You do have the date window at 3 o'clock. It's a quick set, so you can adjust the date pretty easy. I do like the contrast of the brushed bezel with the overall high polished case and bracelet. The bracelet as well as also very well made, and yeah, overall it's a very beautiful watch. Of course, if you are on the market for understatement watch, you will not be happy with the Breitling Avenger because it's sort of in your face, but I do like how it appears and how it feels and how it wears, and it's a very nice watch. The movement itself, the Avenger 7750, has a nice response. The pusher gave very good feedback. They respond very well, and also the crown, as you can see, is very grippy, so winding this watch or unscrew the crown to change the date or the time is that easy, and you can tell you can wind the watch manually, and as well works pretty nice with this screw-in crown. Talking about accuracy, you do have here a COSC certified movement. Of course, right now the watch gains 6 to 7 seconds a day, which still is in tolerance. Nevertheless, I think after a couple of weeks it should be a little bit better. I did have before the Super Ocean Heritage regular dive watch, and there the watch gained about 2 seconds a day, but yeah, let's see what's going to come there. So in total it was really good, it feels very good. Breitling does a great job overall with the case finish, with the finish of the bezel, which do have actually 120 clicks. And also the bezel action actually is very well done. It's grippy, of course, and yeah, it feels even better, I would say, like my Super Ocean Heritage bezel. It aligns very well as well, and yeah, it's overall very good to operate. So from the watch, talk a little bit about the bracelet, and the bracelet itself really is made very well. You do have 3 parts here. On the one hand you have the links here, then the last link has pins inside, so actually you unscrew the screw here. Be careful that you don't lose them, they are very small, and then you have this link with the pins, and this are going to be loose, so be careful if you shorten the bracelet that you don't lose any of the links. It feels very well. You can see you have a nice gap between them. It's butter smooth, and yeah, the feel on the wrist is really good. It's really well maintained, and I would go so far to say that the Breitling bracelets, not clasps, just the bracelets, are on a much higher level than the regular Oyster bracelets. Talking about the clasp though, this is a standard clasp. It's of course highly polished as well. It has applied the Breitling logo with the wings, Breitling since 1884. But yeah, the clasp itself, you could find a similar clasp also on each Steinert watch or Tissot. They don't make bad clasp, but for this price point you could expect a little bit more. As well, you can see here my clasp when my bracelet was still manufactured in Swiss. There is a rumor that the Breitling nowadays outsourced the bracelet production. I cannot confirm where they do it. This is just a rumor, but still I'm happy I do have still the manufacturer in Swiss marked in, so it means it's made in Swiss actually. What I do think is a little bit disappointing for this price point of the watch, that they don't make or implement a little bit better produced clasp, especially as Breitling can do this. If you purchase the Ocean Racer rubber or caoutchouc strap with the folding clasp, there is actually sort of a glide lock system inside, so you can fine adjust the size of the bracelet with this sort of glide lock system. And yeah, they can do it. They show that they can do it. Why don't they implement it in the regular clasp of the steel bracelet? This would be really a standard. So Breitling, if you are listening, guys, this would be awesome. But why did I do purchase the Avenger II Chrono? You might remember that I did own the Breitling Super Ocean Heritage in 46mm, which is a regular dive watch, not the chronograph, and I liked this watch a lot. Nevertheless, on the one hand, Breitling did release in 2017, shortly after I purchased the Super Ocean Heritage, the Heritage II line with a ceramic bezel, which I did like actually a lot more than the former Super Ocean Heritage. On the other hand, I did miss actually the typical Breitling lock. On the one hand, we talk about this defined bezel, we do talk also about a chronograph, and this is what Breitling is to me. You think when you hear the name Breitling about Navitimer, Chronomat, and of course you think about the Avenger, just about a big chunky, steely, tooly, blingy chrono, and this is what I wanted, damn it. Yep. This is what was missing in my collection. Yeah, I do have the Omega, which is a classical watch, and I do have my GMT Master 2, but the Breitling was a chrono, the tool chrono I did want, and I finally did get with the Avenger 2. So you can be pretty sure that this watch is going to stay in my collection and be in my collection as the sports chronograph, the tooly chronograph, or flight chronograph, or dive chronograph, or however you like to name it. So yeah, you can tell I'm pretty happy with this piece. And finally, the Breitling Avenger II Chrono on my 18.5 centimeters wrists. It's not too big, but does have a very nice wrist present. You can see the 60.5 millimeters actually pretty well. The watch is pretty high. If you bend your hand up totally, you can see that the pushers and the crown do connect with the hand. Nevertheless, when I wear it on the daily basis, I never have had some marks of the crown or pushers in my hand, so it was really good. As well, I like to wear it a little bit looser, so it looks actually pretty tight, but I assure you it isn't. You can see I can push my finger through the bracelet and do have a lot of space there. The watch wears perfectly comfortable, it has a great wrist presence, and yeah, I'm really over the moon and happy with it. You can see also the little bit bent down horns or lugs, so it really complements the wrist. Alright guys, this was the review of my Breitling Avenger II Chronograph in 43mm. If you did like this review, I of course would appreciate thumbs up. Do accept as usual thumbs down, and yeah, hope you really did like this chronograph review. If you did so, if you have further questions, please leave them in the comment section below. I do wish all of you now a very happy Sunday afternoon. Take care, see you in the next one. Goodbye and auf Wiedersehen. Ciao guys.
This life is not very easy when you are not